What's going on, guys? Commando Santa here, and welcome back to another episode of Buffalo Valley. So in this episode, we're going to be working on a few things. I ended up making this really cool building, and then we added another flat ride to our park. But before I get into that, I kind of wanted to touch base with you guys and kind of talk about something that I've been working on almost behind the scenes without you guys super knowing, but I did mention in the last episode. So I am doing a collaboration with another YouTuber. He goes by the name Ruble Trillions. For those of you that don't know, he is an amazing person and a really great builder. He does the Paris Park, if you ever seen that, and like Reddit and Twitter and all of that stuff. So we finally just released our first episode over the last weekend. So I implore you guys to go over to his channel right now and subscribe to him and watch that episode because it's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to have a link in the description for you guys, and I think I might put the video up at the end for like those after things, so make sure to check that out. It's going to be a bi-weekly thing, and it's really cool. Just go check it out right now, okay? Pause this video, go check it out, and then you come back to here when you're done, okay? It's a lot more exciting than me just talking for like 20 minutes, I have to say. So, alright. Getting back into what we're doing today. I ended up doing a kind of a Emporium. I got this idea from Cedar Point. Last time I've been to Cedar Point was, I don't know, a couple years ago, and it's been a while. Probably more than, I want to say about 3 years, actually. Cedar Point is a fantastic place for those of you that don't know. They have, like, the most amount of roller coasters I've ever seen in an amusement park in the United States. I've never been to a lot of amusement parks in the United States, but they do some really great roller coasters. They're always adding more, and it's always a lot of fun to go there. And it's in the state of Ohio, so it's pretty much around the corner from me. I want to say maybe like a 4 to 5 hour drive for me. And it's so worth it. It's a great time. But they have a few really cool buildings, and in Cedar Point they have this one place called Frontier Town. And Frontier Town is a kind of almost the style we're trying to get here with Buffalo Valley. It's got like these really old things, and that's actually where I got the idea for the layout for the fort that we did in the last episode. But they got some really old buildings. They even do like a little Wild West town. But while I was kind of looking through pictures and stuff from Frontier Town, I ended up coming upon I think it's Frontier Emporium, I think it's called. They change the names here and there to like different things sometimes. I've seen a few images like they named it something else and then it became like Frontier Emporium, or it might be backwards. I don't go to Cedar Point enough to let you know for sure, so. But yeah, it's really cool. The Frontier Town is really cool, and the Emporium itself it's a really fantastic place. It's like a big gift shop. And my original idea that I had for this was I wanted to add a little bit more shops to Buffalo Valley. Well, that didn't happen. I was originally going to try and structure this building to actually look okay with having like shops that, you know, like the outward facing shops that we have in Buffalo, in Planet Coaster and in the park, because we don't really have any way to make like an actually inside shop. I mean, I could, if I really wanted to, I could make like the interior of this have like something in it, so it makes it look like people are walking inside this building. But to me, it never looks perfect. I mean, there's a few YouTubers out there that do some really great interior stuff, but at the end of the day, all the Planet Coaster shops are they're just those, you know, like outward facing shops. They're supposed to be like on the outside of buildings that you walk up to the side of the building and you order something, whatever. We don't really have anything, you know, like a gift shop that you can place inside and have people go inside and look around and stuff, because that's just how the game is, you know? But what my idea was was to copy kind of how the Frontier Emporium was and have a inside gift shop. Well, imaginary inside gift shop. So imagine this, you know, you can go in here and it's an amazing, really cool gift shop, a lot of stuff, a lot of things you can buy, you know, lots of memorabilia stuff, and that was pretty much my idea for it. And I really I really like it. It's really cool. It's a great looking building. I'm actually pretty happy with the way it turned out. I didn't like it at first, and I'm still not perfectly sure about the placement of it, because I'm afraid it's like slightly blocking the Genesee station in the background there. But I think it's actually going to be okay, because I have it set up where when you get off the train at Genesee station, you come off the exit and you're kind of almost pushed into the Jubilee Emporium, which, yes, I've named it Jubilee Emporium to kind of congratulate and, you know, celebrate our new collaboration with me and Ruble Trillions. So I thought it was a really cool name, but whatever. But it kind of like forces you to go into this gift shop here, and it's really funny because, you know, that's how a lot of like theme parks are structured. When you get off a ride, some of the places I guess the least resistance, the path of least resistance almost, like the shorter path, it forces you into like a gift shop or something. Given there's some places where you could possibly like go around, but that might be longer. And especially if you have children, the children will be like, oh, let's go in there, we need to go look at all the cool little knickknacks, because they have like the doors wide open, you can see in there, and they have like all the really good stuff by the door that really catches people to come inside and take a look. And that's pretty much what I want to do here. So, you know, I have like different entrances all over the building, and, you know, I'm envisioning that the doors would be open, so you could be like, you know, you're walking down the main drag here, and you see the doors open, you're like, oh, what's in there? So you go in there and you see all the cool things, and you spend all your money, almost as much money as you spend on a Steam sale, which is going on right now, and let me tell you, I've spent some money already. And that's pretty much what I want to do with this, and I'm very happy with how it turned out, because it just looks like a great little building. It's almost contemporary, but it still fits our theme really well. And yeah. So right now I'm just kind of finishing up some details. I needed to hide some of like the crappy pathwork that was around here. I spent probably 20 minutes, about 20 minutes to half an hour before I started building this. I didn't record it, but I had to like redo all the pathwork because it really wasn't working for me. So I have this pathwork a little bit redone, and I have a little bit of space across the street from this Emporium now, and I'm not sure what to put there. I was actually thinking a little bit last night about possibly moving or making like this big garden that kind of connects to the garden behind our Frontier Lodge we have over there, like the hotel we have over there. You know, in the back we have the garden that we made. I'm thinking about maybe extending that garden over and having like this huge, I guess, park garden place to hang out and stuff. And there would be like a lot of like benches and seats and stuff, and like a gazebo where you can hang out, or I don't know, that kind of stuff. That's what I'm thinking. Otherwise, I might put some actual shops across. I did try putting some shops across the way there, but I ended up not liking the looks of them, so I just deleted it and moved on to something else. So that's going to be my question for you guys. What do you think should go there? Should I be adding some more shops there? And if so, give me some ideas, you know? Definitely like link me some pictures, or tell me like, hey, look at this building in this park, just for some ideas for like some like front shops and stuff. That's my homework for you guys, I guess. But other than that, I moved on to the ride after this. So right now I'm just finishing up a few of the details of the building. I ended up adding like these little outcrops with windows and stuff. I don't know what those are called explicitly, but they're really cool, and they add a little bit of like character to the building, and I'm really happy with it. I ended up adding a few more things to the front, like a tree, like a couple trees, and then I moved over to the one side and was adding because I wanted to do the door on the other side, and just kind of like I said earlier, I want a lot of places where you can walk in and stuff. So I originally was just going to do another set of windows, like the windows that are facing frontwards, but then it didn't really turn out perfectly. I didn't really like it, so I ended up making my own like almost bay windows, which looked really, really cool. But the issue I have with these style windows that I make here is there's no good roof pieces to make unless you make like your own custom roof pieces. And even then they don't look exactly perfect just because of the size. I wish we had some like different roof pieces or tools or stuff, but I ended up making do. Yeah, that's pretty much the size of the side windows as long as this is synced up correctly. But yeah, I ended up just kind of skipping ahead, and because I ended up I made like a really nice roof thing and it ended up not liking it, so I deleted it. And I think it looks a lot better. But yeah, I copied the sign over and just kind of buttoned up over here, and that's pretty much going to finalize this build, aside from adding a few more garden pieces around the corner. And yeah, I think we should be moving over to the ride at any moment now. But yeah, I'm really happy with how that building came out. It's super cool. It was a lot of fun to do, and I think it turned out really nice. And I think it looks really great, and because I did like the Teddycam or whatever, and I got a really cool couple screenshots of it, and it just looks really I don't know, it just looks like it belongs there. I don't know. But so right now I have switched gears over to I think this is called the Tri-Storm. But yeah, I added the Tri-Storm here, and this is like right next to the Emporium, almost right next to the Genesee River Brewing Company roller coaster. Now, what I want to do, and I actually regret my decision, almost. I originally wanted this to be up on like a little hill, because I had that kind of thought, like, this would be kind of cool if it was raised up a little bit. Now, it wasn't until after the fact that I raised it up and like screwed with all the path systems and tried different things and deleted a lot of things that I ended up coming with the idea, like, let's have it raised, but then like let's have like the walls that go around, and then we'll kind of contain the pathway in these walls, and it'll look really cool. What I should have done instead of what I've done now, so I'm going to give you guys this little tip so you don't make this mistake as well, is just completely flatten the terrain and then lift the ride up. Don't do what I did and leave the ride there with like the terribly like flattened terrain around it was so you get like the crappy terrain edges and stuff. Just raise it up. I don't know why I didn't do that. And thinking after the fact, like after I finally finished it, I'm like, I probably could have made this look a lot better if I just raised up this ride and then did everything around it. Because the path looks like, I ended up fixing a little bit, but the circle where I go around with these like things here, it's not the perfect circle because I have to contain this outcrop of pathways over here. So I don't know, I'm a little upset that I screwed up and didn't think about it after the fact. I don't feel like going back and doing it. Maybe that's a thing I'll do at my own time, we'll see. If I feel like it, like that's gonna be tough. But yeah. It does look nice though at the end, so I'm not really too worried about it. If you look up from like the top down view, you can definitely see how not perfect the circle is, so I don't know. I think it looks really cool though from like the Teddycam from below, because I ended up adding like some really nice like features to it, and I ended up adding a few other things, and it looks really cool. So right now I'm just kind of screwing with the path because, you know, I wouldn't have this issue if I just raised it up, and I'm like super frustrated right now. But yeah, after screwing with the path and getting all right, I'm pretty happy with the path layout. So now I'm just going to finish up the wall and kind of line the wall up correctly. I'm happy where I had the entrance and exit go. I originally had the entrance kind of around the back, but it was kind of out of the way, because you really want an entrance being somewhere where it's really obvious that people should be flocking towards there to get to the entrance. Well, the exit you can pretty much put anywhere. So I kind of fixed that with the way I have the entrance over here, which is one good thing about my layout. So, but yeah, just kind of fixing everything, putting concrete pieces so we have like a very nice set, same color of concrete all around it. I'm so happy with not having collision anymore, because this is only possible without having collision, and it's been a lifesaver. So, but yeah, this is really cool. I really, you know, thinking about it, I really do like the layout. If it wasn't for the oblong shape, I think it would be perfect. And I added a few other things to it, like, you know, all like the detail props and everything. And when I finally add the like forest and stuff to the back, because I might add a few other trees around the back just to kind of hide it a little bit almost, I think it's going to look absolutely perfect. But I didn't really get to there yet, just because I'm not sure what I'm going to put behind it yet in like terms of like rides or like shops and stuff, so we'll have to see. So right now I am adding these little roof pieces so we can block the sun a little bit for some of the people that are in the queue. I decided not to go around the entire queue with it, just because I feel it would block too many of the sight lines from different areas of the park. And also, it would be oblonged and it would look like garbage. So, again, you know, going from the whole thing, I should have done it the other way, and I'm kicking myself for not doing it the other way. So, yeah, if it was like perfectly circle, I think I could get away with like going around the outside. But at the same time, I think I wouldn't like that because it wouldn't look as nice from like down below. Because it's raised up enough where if you're walking around, you can still see parts of it when it's actually up and doing like the tri-storm spinning thing. But I don't know. If it was like around the outside, I think it would kind of block too many sight lines. So I did it at the entrance and then like right where you're waiting just to get in to the actual ride, and then left the other part pretty open. So I don't know if that's going to be like a super issue or not, but we'll see. Maybe I'll add like a few other shelters here and there, but I think it's actually going to be okay the way it is. So right now, pretty much what's left is going to be detailing around the outside, so I'm pretty much going to leave this here. So again, I just wanted to stress, make sure to check out my collaboration project, Ruble Trillions. The link will be in the description, so make sure to go over there after this. If you haven't gone over there or watched it yet, go over there, watch that video. It's really cool. I'm really excited about doing that. And this is my week for this one, so make sure to check that out. It's probably going to be on the end of the week sometime for that. Well, next week, because today is Friday when I'm recording this, so yeah, it's going to be like the end of next week, because I think we're skipping every other week, so I'm rambling. So yeah, pretty much that's going to be it for this video. So make sure to hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I do videos like this every week. And hit that like button if you really enjoyed this video. Follow me on Twitter @CommandoSantaYT. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.